I'm going to recreate my brown natural look that I did. A few people have asked for it. So what I used for it, I hope you guys can hear me because I've got the fan on because it's really hot. What I used to do it was my well-loved Jacqueline Hill palette. This is the OG palette, the first one that she had. So it doesn't have any names, unfortunately. So I'm just going to point to the colors that I used. So I used this color here. Can you see that? Oh, this color here, this one, and then this shimmery color. So what I did is I used a technique that I learned from a girl named Jeanette Cronin, who is a makeup artist who works with Beauty Bay. So she does a lot of videos for them. I used to watch them. And she has a particular way of doing her makeup, especially for hooded eyes. And so that's what I used. So I'm using this flat brush right here. And I'm going to go into the darkest color. I'm just going to make sure that's the darkest color before I go. So, which is this one. Usually the darkest colors are on the end, but this one is actually darker than this one. So, I'm going to go into that second color of the row that I showed you, and I'm just going to tap, tap, tap. And the technique that she uses, I'm just going to move my camera, my mirror so that I can see. So basically what you're doing is you're just going to the end of your eye and you're just tapping in the color where you want it to go. So we're tap, tap, tapping, and then we're going to go up past the crease, as we always do with our hooded eyes, because you can see this is all hanging down. So we're just going to go up above that and just tap, and we're going to go in and just keep tapping, basically, right? So you're just going to make like small little movements and tap and go up, and then we're going to go over, but we're only going over about not even halfway to the eye. Okay, I want to make sure we get that middle part in there. So just taking a little bit at a time. Don't take too much. There's no rush. We're just tapping it in, because the tapping makes that color just really more rich when you put it in. So we're just going to tap it, go up as high as you want. I'm going up to like about here, just over. Like, see, there's my crease right there, and this is the chunky part of my head. So I'm just going to go over that, and I'm going to tap it through. Okay. And we're just going to keep doing that. And then when we get to the edge up here, when we've gotten as far as we want to go, which I think this is about as far as I want to go, and then I'm going to bring the shimmer over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the end, and we're just going to just shimmy back and forth. And we're doing that just to soften the line a little bit up here. We're not adding any more color or eyeshadow to that brush. We're just going to go like this and just kind of soften it up a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to wipe my brush. Find something dry. Just going to wipe it off. I'm still using the same brush. And then I went from this color here, and then now I'm going to go to this color. So we're going to go to the lighter color. Okay. And we're just going to put it on top of this color and tap, tap, tap. And we're going to bring it forward a little bit more. See here. I hope you can see what I'm doing, because I have to like move my head. So we're just going to tap it. We're going to go up a little bit more. just grabbed a little bit more color. Okay. And we're just going to bring it more forward. And we're going to bring that color down into the front. Got a little bit of that. Go a little bit more. See how that color is just getting a little bit lighter, and then we're just going to bring it down in here as well. Okay. Not going too forward, just a little bit, right? Just kind of blending those colors together and just tapping it in. Then we're going to get down on the lid here and just really lightly, and I got to straighten out my thumb here, and see how it's just going from darker to lighter. So we're just blending that dark color that we had over here in with the lighter color that we're putting on. Just pat it up. Okay. And we just keep doing that until we get the look that we want. And then we're going to do the same again. We're going to go across the top and just shimmy back and forth. Get that edge off the two colors there. Make sure you always go back to the very beginning and the end there, which is something that I forget to do sometimes, and then it's not as dense, the color at the end, so you want to make sure you do that. I want to make sure I get you to not make that mistake, which I always do. And then we're just going to go down here and do the same. Get that lighter color up in there. Okay. Lighter shade, and then once we're done that, I'm going to go into the shimmer color, which is this color right here on the same row. And we're going to put this on the front of the lid right here. A little bit more, and then we're just going to bring her up. And get that shimmer in there. Right here. And that is basically it. So now I'm going to take, I'm just going to do that little trick. I'm just trying to find a fluffy brush. I don't know why I can't talk today. So, and I'm just going to take a little bit of setting powder and just round off the edges. So we're just going to make it a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of a fluffier brush instead of that dense flat brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of setting powder, I'm going to tap it on my hand, and then I'm just going to go here, and I'm just going to very softly just make circles and just kind of clean up the edges a little bit. I think I need a little bit more. I have this line that goes right here on my eye. I don't know if you can see it. It's just an indent that's always there. It's like crazy. So it's something that I can't get rid of because it's in my skin. So I just do like the best that I can with that. And then I'm just gonna, again, just really lightly just round this off. and that is how I did that look. So it's actually pretty simple. If you want, you can take a lighter color. So I'm going to just try it. I mean, it still has that really nice gradient right there. I don't know why I always add something when I'm doing these, but I do. So, and then I'm just going to take this color on the back here, on the top here, which is kind of, for me, a neutral color. You might need, you know, a lighter color, obviously, if you're fairer than I am. And I'm just going to take that, and then I'm just going to put it around the top there. And I know some people don't like this. They're like, oh, it's so 80s or whatever, but I don't know. I like it. I think it just kind of gives a lot of more definition to the work that you've done underneath. So I'm just gonna just softly put that on top right here. And you see how I think anyway, it just gives a little bit more of a definition to the work that you've done down there. And then I'm going to go back to that brush again. I'm not adding anything into it, the one that we had the setting powder on. And I'm just going to lightly just go like this. And then you would just add your eyeliner and mascara. I don't know if I brought any with me. Hold on a second. Because, you know, I'm not a professional. So, but this is the look. I didn't bring any more with me. And this here, this is just concealer. So I had primed my eyes with concealer. You can use eye primer or whatever that you like to use. I like to use concealer because my eyelids aren't actually very oily, and when I use primers, I find the actual, you know, eye primer, unless it's like P. Louise or something, which is made to be like, you know, damp and, you know, and sets within like 60 seconds or whatever, that it just makes it look, my eyes super dry. Like it just looks really cakey when I put my stuff on. So yeah, it was really quick. Her method is actually really good if you're looking for this kind of look and you have hooded eyes. It's just a really easy way to do like a graduated color where you're just basically just tapping it in till you get over your crease, and then just go lighter colors and go halfway, and it gives you that shape that we want, which is where the lighter color is at the beginning and then the darker colors go towards the end, which just open up your eyes, makes them look bigger, and puts less emphasis on your head. So I hope you found this helpful. I hope you guys are having a great day.